may have seen that Terrence Howard was recently on Joe Rogan talking about his prior work and research and some theories that are connected to another researcher's prior work, having to do with like DNA sequences and the actual like form of the planet and things like that. A lot of interesting theories, but not to go into that. One thing that he did bring to light was the asteroid belt, and how in ancient texts it was said to have previously been a planet. And I love that he brought that to light, because from my research, that's really what I have seen, is that it tells a story all together in conjunction with each other. And there's so much information to be found within that asteroid belt. The way that I think about it is that, imagine if you took like Venus and everything that Venus represents and, burst Venus open into a bunch of pieces. And then now you can interpret all of those different pieces of Venus in different ways throughout all the multitudes of people that have lived and that we've looked into their charts. Basically, that's how I see the asteroid belt. Like, it's a planet that has been bursted open into a bunch of pieces of information that is much more targeted than just the planet as a whole. For example, it's almost like if you have a book versus taking the chapters out of the book and distributing them. But with the book, I mean, there is so much that goes into a book. It is hard to really like hone in on one particular part of the book. But if people had separate chapters to break down instead, it really breaks information up. I hope that makes sense in trying to explain this. But when I look at the asteroids in the birth chart, I really do see that they are telling their own story, all in connection with each other, as if they were a planet. And if you put them all together, it really does tell a story. And I absolutely like, that's my specialty. That's what I dig into, as well as, of course, everything else. But yeah, I just love that that was brought to light a little bit more into the mainstream, the thought of the asteroid belt, because I really would love if astrology would break out more and really start to focus more on the asteroid belt as well. But yeah, so if you want a reading with me and you want to start looking into these asteroids and the asteroid belt and the story that it tells, along with your planets and all the other placements, you can always book with me. So yeah.